We are so close to recovering the Sentinel artifact. It should be somewhere in that excavation site. Remember, the artifact is our only hope of bringing Nexus back from the Dark Ether.
Yo, what's up, chat? I'm jumping on for a little bit just to let people know, Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's day goes well.
That's right, lads. Put your backs into it. Our quarry lies beyond.
None I should be spending time with my family and friends, but I have a situation I've been.
A shiny headlight to the lucky blighter who finds that door first.
That transmission emanated from the Obscurus Ulterium. I believe
I've been kind of going through some things, and I just don't want, my family and friends to be dragged along with it. But I just, I wanted to tell people, don't let your family time stop. Especially if you have your parents, enjoy it all you can. Enjoy making memories with them. Even if they're even if they're not in your life all the time, or they're always working, or they give you problems, cause you stress. Even if they, they annoy you, or they irritate you, they make you mad. It's family. Family's supposed to be there to do that for you.
Who's laughing now, Bullet Brain?
They're supposed to give you that kind of entertainment without, I don't know, they're brought into our lives for a specific reason. And that's something a lot of people take for granted. They think that because I have family, or I have a brother or sister, or I have, this, or my mom and dad are drunks, or they're always fighting. Not every relationship is perfect. But how things are is, you gotta look at it. Do I have clothes on my back? Do I have shoes on my feet? Do I have a bed to sleep in at night? Do I have a warm bed to go to? Do I have do I have a hot meal to come to at the end of the day? If all those answers are yes, then what's your problem? You know, you can sit here and say to yourself over and over again that you have a worse life. You have a terrible life. But at the end of the day, you still have a family who cares about you. It doesn't matter if you're a screw up, or it doesn't matter if you're an addict to something, whether it's alcohol, weed, drugs, whatever it is. The fact is, you still have family who care about you. You always have a younger sibling, or you know, yeah, just treasure what you have.
Bonus points.
Treasure what you have and don't take it for granted.
Stay vigilant. The door to nowhere.
And learn from what I'm saying. Don't take your life for granted for stupid reasons.
I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure you violate a few laws of physics. Who saw that?
I lost,
What? No one?
I lost my dad a month before my graduation. I lost my mom. I lost my mom at 7 years old.
Max ammo.
I had an auntie who was willing to take us in. And at first I took it for granted. I didn't care, I was like, I didn't care, because I still had a bed to sleep in that night. I didn't, I didn't have that, I didn't see it as I had a happy place to be in. I just seen it as something that I seen it as another chance just to screw up my life. I never had never had the mentality to see life as I see it now. You know, I never chose to you know, make the right decisions of.
Kindly keep your saliva to yourself, friend.
But as I've lost these people in my life, I chose to.
Sending stun.
I chose to. I don't know. I can say I chose to be one of those ones that, you know. I chose to be one of those ones that got in trouble and didn't care about anything really, like, because I had my auntie who would be there to keep me out of trouble, you know, and that was my problem, was that was just who I was, you know. I didn't care. Like I first had her as a parent, and you know, I had, you know, I just, you know, I couldn't. I don't know. I just, even though she gave us the, she had given us the, her word that she was gonna try to replace our mom, and that's just that's something that I couldn't accept, because, you know, by means, you know, I was still young. I was only 7.5 years old when I lost my mom. And I don't know. I felt like I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't accept my mom was dead. You know, and I know it's rude to say it that way, but I come across in life that it's time to accept the fact that my parents are deceased. All of them. You know, and the holidays are hard for me. Especially wanting to be the one to try to be strong and hold everything together. Be the one to be able to keep that entertainment in the family, you know, that joyfulness and like the excitement.
To which I retort, fiddlesticks and flapdoodle.
But I'm gonna find out I turned out to be the screw up of the family. I did things that I never thought I would be doing, but I did. mean, was I thinking? No, I wasn't. Was I being selfish? Yes. But the real question that I sit there and ask myself every day was, is this reality? Is this what my life is gonna turn out to be? No. And you know, we all get that question, you know, as we're getting older in life, and we all get that question asked. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? Do you see yourself successful? Do you see yourself, you know, here? Do you see yourself in, I don't know, maybe a good career? Do you see yourself in a place where you're happy, or you're making, you know, someone else happy? Do you have your own family? How are they doing? Like, every time I was asked that question, I was never able to answer it. I was never able to give a real answer. You know, and I was never given a truthful answer to myself or to anyone at that point. And I think if I was to be asked that question now, I think I'd finally be able to give somebody an answer. You know, and it sucks because, you know, it's finally that time for me to accept life and what it's become. And for the longest time, I never... Oh shit. For the longest time, I was never really able to accept myself for how I turned out to be. And I think that was what held me back from giving the answer to where do I see myself in 10 years? Or where do I see myself, you know, in the world 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now? So if I were to answer myself that question, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
Max armor.
My answer to that question is going to be I see myself sitting at my youngest nephew's birthday party, or my youngest nephew's graduation party. Kids, I believe 7. You know, that's the crazy part, is I don't even know my own nephew's ages. That's how much I forget about things, or I try not to pay attention to anything because I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt someone, or I'm afraid that I'm going to be a disgrace to them in the future. I don't even know. I can't.
Supercar. I could get used to this.
I can't see myself not being there for them. You know. I have you know, it's crazy because, you know, I had my role model my whole life. You know, I had my brother. My brother's always been there for me. My brother's always been there for me. He's always stuck by my side. He's always bailed me out of situations where I got myself in so far that I had no other choice but to rely on him. And it sucks because he loves me so much that he's done a lot of things just to try to keep me out of trouble, and yet all I've done was get in trouble. My whole life. My whole life has been just one one big joke to me. There's been one big joke. And I see it now. I see it now. I do. You know, and you know, it wasn't hard to notice that, you know, my family seen it before anybody else, that I was gonna be the one to cause problems in life. I was gonna be the one to turn out to be the I was one to turn out to be the troublemaker, the one who makes the bad decisions. I was born with this disease that 90% of the 90% of the babies in the 90s have it. Of the babies have it, you know, and 90% of those, you know, and unfortunately, you know, I have the opportunity to sit there and, you know, I have the opportunity to sit there and
with a face like that, I'd be screaming too.
I was faced with an illness that, you know,
that is one
I had
in your skull.
I had to accept that the fact that I didn't know if I was gonna see past 34, you know, and so I started living life foolishly and stupid, not realizing what it was gonna do to my family. You know, and I had my little outbursts, you know. I have my little outbursts.
Stand throne.
I have my little, you know, my little attitudes. what most would say. But I have, you know, I have a family who can, I have a family who can deal with it. What's wrong? We're strong. We were raised to get through stuff like that. We were raised to get through situations like that. And
when it comes to wine, women, and weaponry, never settle.
I'm now starting to realize that I should be thankful to be able to see past. I should be thankful to be able to see past, you know, past 30, 34. As this year's coming to an end, I can't be more thankful than I can't be more thankful than what I am now. You know, and I think as I got older and I started to realize that I have to accept the fact
well, it's
my
no
days,
poolside afternoon in Avalon, but this is not so bad.
my days are numbered. My days are numbered, and I don't know. I can't. I can't. I can't. I don't know. I just have to learn how to live life. I just have to live life, you know, as happy as I can, you know, the best I can. And even if that means, you know, even if that means, you know, I have to, you know, pretend to be happy, or, you know, pretend to
Semtex armed.
even if that means, you know, I have to, you know, try to put on a fake smile, even though I know my days are numbered. You know, even though I know, that I have that, you know, time to be free for the moment that I am.
Thermobaric out.
Like, I feel as if I can breathe, you know? Like, I have a little bit of freedom. You know, I keep telling myself that I'll see my parents again someday. You know, I keep trying to talk myself into I'll be a better person. I'll be a better son, a better role model. I'll be a better, you know, better person in life. I'll be a better person to be able to see. I'll be a better person to be able to see reality for what it is. And oh yeah, I don't even know what the fuck this one is. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm more mature as I've gotten older. I don't know if that's something I can see myself doing, but like, I don't know. Shit. I see myself as this person. I see myself as this kid. I see myself as this kid who's trying to find his way in life still, you know? And, you know, he's trying to figure it out on his own.
Not appreciate my adjustment to him. We are grounded.
Oh, fuck. Like, I can't see myself. I can't see myself as the same person that I did, you know? Fucking bitch! Move, bro! Fuck. I don't see myself as this, I don't know. I don't see myself as the same person as I was when I was a kid. And I can't. I don't know, I'm bad with words. I'm just glad I'm able to be here 34 years later. After everything I've been through. everything that I've done, even through what I'm dealing with right now. I proudly say, can proudly say that I think I've done everything that I wanted in life. I try to do I feel I feel like I'm finally able to let go. I'm finally able to breathe and relax that the fact that I've done things in life. Some were good, some were bad. But at the end of the day, I can say I enjoy the life that I have. You know, I may not deserve it. How? I may not even you know, I may not even be accepted for who I am, but but I'm here. If you know what I mean. I'm here. You know. I would like to have kids someday. You know, be able to, tell them stories about how much of a screw up I was when I was a kid. Those problems I caused. But I've always thought that I have seen everything. That's just my mind playing games on me, because I haven't seen everything. I haven't seen the whole world. My true dream is to travel. My true dream is to travel the world and travel from state to state. So far I can say I got quite a bit of states. I can say. I can say I I've gone, you know, I've gone to quite a few states, you know. I've been to California a couple times, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Iowa, uh, Wyoming, New Mexico, Boston, Cincinnati, Florida. I always wanted to go out of the country though. You know, I always wanted to try to go to Canada or Europe, Egypt, uh, Germany, Italy. Yeah, Italy was the one I always wanted to go to. Uh, you know, those are just dreams that I have always had. You know, all of us as kids, we all have those dreams. We all have those. We've always had those. We've always had those times where we all have big dreams and we can't succeed at them because life holds us back from having those dreams. And I'm and we just, you know, I just can't succeed in all of them in life. You know, I grew up in a situation where we didn't have money. We didn't have a lot of things that I have to this day. You know, we didn't have laptops. We didn't have cell phones. Now, we didn't have all these high graded, you know, gaming systems. You know, we got what? The Twitch, the Oculus, the Nintendo, you know, the Nintendo 64, the Nintendo, uh, uh, the Super Nintendo, the Dreamcast, the Wii, you know, PlayStation 3, 4, 5, you know, the Xbox, you know, 360, Xbox, Slim Xbox, you know. Well, I didn't have all those. And, you know, that's something that these kids take for granted. You know, a lot of their parents nowadays, you know, I wish these kids would see the struggle that their parents came across, you know, growing up. And I wish, I wish they wouldn't be so ungrateful for certain things their parents can or can't do.
Teach those pathetic Christian bastards a lesson.
And I wish I don't know, I don't know.
Change your weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna suck at this game. I really am.
Change your weapon.
Damn it.
Change your weapon.
Bitch, still got you. Get out of here. Damn it, you got me.
Change your weapon.
Fuck, got me. I knew he was in the corner. Bastard. Fuck.
Change your weapon.
Damn it. Fuck, there's two of them right there. Fucking bitch.
Change your weapon.
Fuck. Got me. Bastard.
Coming to tank. Change your weapon.
Damn, then you would give me a fucking shotgun to change my weapon. Assholes. Bastard. He had the shot off too. Fucker.
I don't believe in
Defeated.
that.
Okay.
Just bad aim.
Okay.
It's over for us. All stations withdraw.
8. Didn't do too bad though. Did decent. Decent. I can't complain. I'm about to head off, guys. Just wanted to jump on for a little while just to get a bit off my chest. Well, y'all enjoy your Christmas with your family and friends. And it's like I said, you know, make them memories. If you have your parents, treasure them. Treat them right. You know, they struggle every single day for you guys. There's nothing better you guys should be thankful for on this day besides your parents. Unless you have kids. But treasure them. Tomorrow's never promised. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Till then, adios.